Hello everybody, San here, engineer, MBA, and investor. And today's video, I want to talk about genome editing, business development deals. I love this because it is one image, one table, one link that goes over all the current deals right now with genome editing companies, such as CRISPR companies, such as the CRISPR Therapeutics, Beam Therapeutics, NTLA, Caribou Biosciences, and even the big pharma companies like Vertex, that we'll be looking at shortly here. But before we do that, before we jump into this video, you guys know the drill. Like this video, smash that like button, destroy that like button. Lots of you been liking our videos. Thank you so much for support. If you've not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Do subscribe and hit that notification bell just underneath this video for our videos to get to you faster. So this picture I actually saw over the weekend, and I told myself I must make a video on this because it is, as you can see from the highlighted at the top there, genome editing business development deals, right? And it goes over every single deal that has happened over the last few years, specifically when it comes to CRISPR companies, which I know a lot of you guys are most interested in. So let's take a couple of look at them, right? And obviously you have the date, you have the companies that are involved in the deal, the agreement details, high level, like sentence or two, number of indications, very important number of indications, the type of program that they're working on. For example, the Caribou and AbbVie are working on AlloCAR T, the upfront payment that no matter what happens in the program, this is the cash that the company has received. In this case, Caribou Biosciences received $40 million cash up front by AbbVie, the huge pharma company. Obviously, AbbVie, obviously a lot of you guys are aware. And a milestone is basically like if you achieve this and that and we go commercial and blah, 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 you get to that point, right? So let's take a look at a couple of those deals, right? So first of all, AbbVie, Caribou, they're working on their CAR T cells programs. I won't stay too much on this line, but obviously, you can see upfront 40 million cash and a milestone of 300 million. We go to the next line here, Beam Therapeutics and Apellis, a number of education 6. This is for eye, liver, brain. This is for basically novel therapies for complementing driven diseases using base editing, right? So obviously we know Beam Therapeutics hold the patents right now as we speak over base editors. We have a dark horse in the race, and that is NTLA, but that is another topic for another day when it comes to base editings and patents, right? So upfront $75 million cash, milestone undetermined, right? Because Apellis is a private company, so Beam Therapeutics doesn't necessarily have to disclose all this information. Bayer and Mammoth, right? This is a deal that we've covered in this channel. This happened actually in 2022. So in January, we covered this the first 2 weeks of the year, actually. And there are 5 indications and a 40 million upfront payment from Bayer, huge pharma company, to Mammoth, and a milestone of potentially $1 billion. So this is huge, guys. 1 billion, very, very big. Right, you got Editas with Bristol, you got Viasat with CRISPR Therapeutics. We've already talked about it. This is just for one indication for one program, and that is for diabetes that they're working on, that we're currently waiting for data on. And a couple of other notable here is obviously Beam Therapeutics with Pfizer 2022. That actually happened after the first week of the year as well. Number 3 indication, 300 million upfront. That was huge. But also a potential of $1.05 billion if all milestones are achieved. Lots of people think that Beam got fleeced for this. I actually think they got a really good deal. Consider the other deals right now, as you can visually see on the screen. Moderna and Metagenome, I'm not even going to talk about this deal. You guys can watch my video last summer. I sort of dissed both companies, including Moderna, for doing that, undetermined all over the board. This is a garbage deal. I'm not even going to spend time on this. Nakarta and CRISPR, this was a while ago last year. Clearly 7 indication, undetermined. Novartis and TLA, this has happened, of course, a few years ago. And everybody knows about this deal at this point. NTLA and Regeneron as well. Rewrite. We had an article from Prime, from an article actually talking about how Rewrite is competing with Prime Medicine, which I found quite hilarious, but that is another topic again for another day. Vertex obviously solidifying certain deals. Actually, I just noted this is actually an alphabetical order, which is actually quite good. It's actually first, it's alphabetical from big pharma slash non-CRISPR company with a CRISPR slash genome editing company, right? I just noticed that. That's funny that I didn't notice that before. Vertex and CRISPR, deal, to me, it's like one company when it comes to genome editing. They're like all over the place with 4 indication. We're looking at this so much cash, over $1 billion cash already from this type of deal. Vertex with Mammoth, which is another deal that happened in late 2021. That was big, quite lucrative, $650 million long term. And then finally, you have Verve and Beam Therapeutics. Obviously, everybody knows at this point, this deal, Verve, it's all about 50% at this point, right? It says undetermined, but I would just say 50%. Don't even put figures, just put 50%. I think that would be even simpler. With obviously Verve Therapeutics being a base editing company, obviously technology coming from Beam Therapeutics, which they've licensed from, and they are going to give 50% of their profits in the future if they go forward, which they most likely will for a couple of heart diseases, obviously for PCSK9, and so on. So again, I just wanted to go over really high level about this image. Love this image. I love these types of deals because I think this is the next era for CRISPR. The first era was all about research papers, validating the technology. Then you had the ethics, morals era where, obviously we saw the China situation with that doctor. And then, obviously now we're starting to see clinical trials. We're starting to see data. But I think the next phase, this year and next year and the next 2, 3, 4 years, we're going to see a lot of more those deals. Actually, when 2022 started, we had 2 big deals, right? We had Bayer and Mammoth, and we had Pfizer and Beam Therapeutics, which are amazing deals, right? Amazing deals for the space. But I sort of expect that to keep happening. But again, it's not like you're going to have these huge deals every single month. I do suspect that this year will be huge for CRISPR. I've listed my top 3 reasons in yesterday's video, which I know a lot of you guys appreciated over the weekend. Again, top 3 reasons. We have a couple of catalysts, Cures 2.0 Act. We're talking about the post-pandemic world. And of course, we're talking about clinical trials data that is upcoming, right? We already have data for CRISPR Therapeutics, numerous programs from NTLA as well, from Editas, but also we'll be having data from one of these companies in this list, Caribou Biosciences for CBO10. Lots of great things coming. I truly believe you'll be seeing this table expanded vertically, and also those figures in the upfront and milestone will be increasing as we go forward with more number of indications. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this video. What do you guys think about the latest genome editing business development deals in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful Monday and a beautiful week. Thank you.